All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? It is Quinn coming at you live, Middle of the Earth podcast, Zero Attitude from Zero Latitude. Today, we're going to be checking out some strategies for Blaze gameplay. That's going to be at blazeeconomy.com. If you want, I can, let me take a look real fast. Blaze Machine is what they're at on Twitter. So they're actually doing a giveaway right now, celebrating the 100 million wagered on the, I guess, 100 million wagered milestone on the platform. So go check that out. That's 100 Blaze each. It's a pretty good little giveaway. It's 2,500 Tron worth per person. So not bad, not bad. But I want to talk about today are strategies for the game. A lot of people have been asking me, you know, how do you play? What's the game? Why is it different? So today I'm going to get into a few different strategies. I'm not going to enumerate them yet because I might come up with more along the way. But basically, I've got three right now. Okay, so the three basic strategies that you want to run while playing Blaze are this. Now, there's methods, I guess you could say these strategies are. One is going to be straight gambling on kings, or on machine, okay? Machine is just going to be the rolling RNG, basically the random number generator. Just like other platforms, you know it. You can bet high or low. What happens, though, with this website that is different, and I'll just do a quick explanation, is that each roll gives you a reciprocal number of points, and those points can be sold on the internal exchange for Tron. So you can roll Tron, get points, sell the points to earn back your Tron. This rate is affected by the result of these points. Also, what it's really affected by is the balance of Tron versus points in the economy. So right now there's 400 Tron worth of more points in the economy than there are TRX. And that's why the rate is not 1.00. So when that's even, 1.00, those numbers are even. And when it's vice versa, it's because there's a change either way. So what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to get points and sell them for more than we get them for. So right now you can roll and you're just operating at a normal house edge. But, so here's the key. All right, let's break it down. One is machine only. Two is machine and buying points, because every time you roll, you're allowed to buy points from the exchange as well. But that's going to be at an increased rate, okay? 7.5% increase of rate. So you really have to make sure that when you're buying points, you're doing it at a low rate that's desirable for you to be able to sell them later at a higher price. Okay, so what I kind of, my general rule is that if I'm going to be in the buying points stage, I'm going to be at like a 0.92 rate or below here. Okay, it's very important you take note of that. Some people might have gotten confused and think that I'm talking about this rate. This rate is going to be one that you could sell at normally. And then if you want to buy at, you have to buy at the increased rate of, maybe it's 5% or 7. I think it's 7.5%. So 7.5% increase of rate is what the difference is. So when it's down at 0.82, this rate is down at 0.88. When it's like, you know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind if this rate right here is anything below 0.9, that's when I'm starting to pay attention. It gets down to where like this rate is 0.92. That's when I start buying. That's when I roll and I buy. I don't care what's happening, because 50% of my accumulated Blaze will be free because I know I'll be able to sell it at a higher rate later. That's one method, okay? That's like a safe mining method. The roll buy strategy when the exchange rate's buying rate is below 0.92. Another method is watching the exchange's expiration, okay? You see we have 90,000 TRX in circulation right now, okay? Right here, we've got 33, 13, and 15,000. This right here is a considerable number. We're talking about 60,000 of the 90,000. So 2/3 of the entire points, of all the points right now in the circulation of the economy, are getting ready to expire in 30 minutes. And I had a short amount of time on my clock. So what did I do? I sold all my points and I went to re-roll because I want to have a chunk of points right now. I've got 5,000 worth and I've got 5,000 left sitting here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. I've got my 5,000 points. When these guys expire, maybe they forget and they expire and they go towards the rate. Who knows? That could be kind of good. If they don't, if they just sell normally, there's only going to be 30,000 Tron worth in circulation, and I'll have 5,000 of that. Okay, so Wex and I basically are going to be in a good position. If any one of these guys decides they want to gamble, or if Boss comes in and decides he wants to gamble some, or anybody wants to roll some, the rate could very easily spike up to 1.5 and higher when you have low amounts of Tron in circulation. So that's another method, is watching the expiration timers and gauging mathematically when it's going to be the best chance for you to see some real volatility. Because, you know, we had 300,000, 400,000, you know, in circulation over this weekend, and lots of bets were going through, and they weren't making big differences because there were so many points in circulation. When you have a very small amount of points in circulation, like 50,000 Tron worth or less, you are talking about the ability to where a 5,000 Tron bet can come in and make a big difference. So you kind of have to keep that in mind when you're, you know, accumulating these points. A lot of people just kind of come in, roll, sell, roll, sell, roll, sell. You know, you can do that. And that's how people start off with, just because they're learning how to play. But, you know, you've got a 2-3 day learning curve where you're going to lose a lot of money if you do it that way. So this is a method that can like curb some of that cost for everybody. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is the dividends, okay? The divs pay out every day at the same time, I think. I guess. Is it really 9:08? That's odd. It's a weird time. So I guess it's 8:15 or 9:15? Huh. I guess it's the same time. I just noticed. For some reason, I thought it was earlier in the morning, but I guess it's at this time every day. So same time every day. We all know how this works, okay? You can't collect these dividends until you sell all the points that you have or that you're currently holding, okay? So they're all going to sell. They're going to collect their divs. Well, they're going to have their divs ready. So they're going to sell all their points. They're going to collect their divs. They're going to have a bunch of Tron. They're more than likely going to roll. If they don't, then I'll get stuck at the 0.995 rate and I'll get out. No problem. Okay, I'm even. But if they do and some crazy shit happens, maybe the rate goes to 1.7 or 2. You never know, man. Crazy stuff happens. I'll be in a position to where my 5,000 might be worth 7,500. And if I make 2,500 Tron in a day, plus I'll have come up, 15 or 20 so Blaze. It's a good day. It's a solid day. We come back and we take another look when later. So that's the other one. It's keeping an eye on, the expiration for the points and then the dividend distribution. There's usually going to be a lot of activity right after the divs payout, especially on big div days. That's what I noticed in the last few, where it was like a couple 100,000 point or a couple 100,000 Tron worth. People were really going hard on those div payouts. So that was kind of cool to see. I guess the last option for collecting Blaze in a cheap rate is going to be Kings. Okay, so Kings is going to be the situation where a lot of people are confused on how it works. So every time I attack, I get Blaze, whether I win or lose, right? That doesn't matter. If I lose, I still get Blaze based on my attack. And if I win, I will automatically get my TRX. Let me see how it looks. Okay, so look, I can probably make some rolls here. So let's do some rolls. We're going to go after bronze and iron. If I win each of these, I'll get 75% of the payout right back immediately, and I'll get put on the throne, where I will then be accruing Blaze. Nice. We got the first one. That's the one that mattered. It's a good one. Where I'll be accruing Blaze right now. And we got the second one. Very cool. Very cool. So I've just earned 0.7 Blaze right there, right off the rip. Okay, just for rolling against them. Now I'm also earning a running tab of Blaze. So as soon as I'm dethroned, I'll get paid out whatever this accrues, whatever this number adds up to, I'll get paid that out. Every time I defend, I'll get some TRX. So I'm personally not as lucky with this game with Blaze or with Kings. I just don't like it as much myself. But, I've had a lot of people that play the game frequently tell me that they're able to make a lot more money, or they're able to mine Blaze a lot cheaper playing Kings than they have been with machines. So it's, but then when I ask them if they've been buying points when the rate's low and only doing it then, they say no, they just roll. So that makes sense. Like if you're going to roll on machine, just straight up rolling, you can expect a mining rate of 50 TRX. I mean, it's a 1,000 TRX unless you're mining at low rates. But you see right here, 1,000 TRX gets you a 1.0050 Blaze. I mean, that's 1 for 1,000. So 5% house edge. Or, player edge for us. I guess there's really not a house edge. I say house edge, but it's our edge. So 5% edge for us, 50 TRX. That's what I come up with. So, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Just a quick breakdown on how to kind of capitalize on the rolling and buying aspect of the exchange within Blaze community. So or within Blaze economy. You really need to learn how to capitalize on using the exchange to your advantage and not to your detriment, because I've noticed a lot of players come in and they're just kind of rolling and playing and rolling and playing, which is great. You're going to burn through TRX that way. And, we appreciate your div contribution, but that's not how this game works. This game works by actually players coming in and winning and learning how to play and learning. And we play against each other, basically. It's also kind of like a game of who's patient. Right now people are going to be complaining, oh, the divs are dead. The divs, let's see how dead they get when someone snatches a rate down at 0.7 and then buys up a lot of points. You guys haven't been around for when that could happen, so there are different ways that this game can go. It's not going to die at all. I mean, it's the way it's set up. It's got everything in place. The mechanics are in place for long-term success. So that's the one thing that I like about. I don't mind accruing Blaze at 25-ish. I like to mine it around 25 per. That's where I've kind of found my mining rate is. If I get lucky, I can mine for less. Now that's why I'm buying on the exchange. Also, I'm buying. But all last week. Right now I'm getting ready to rebuy a whole bunch in here. Come down to 21 and see me. If people get scared, that's where I'll start buying again. I bought plenty in 18, 17 range, but personally I just kind of like to play because sometimes I can mine for profit. Sometimes I'll have days and days and days where I'll mine that profit, and then sometimes I'll have a day where I lose 8,500 Tron. So it's one of those situations where usually the days that I lose 8,500 Tron are the days that I'm being a degenerate and not playing strict to my method. So when I'm strict to that method, it's profitable. I've been able to accrue a large amount of TRX or a large amount of Blaze, which you guys can see, at not a great cost. So right now in 1 minute, I'm getting ready to have a 24 TRX payout. Pretty solid dividend for a day, and this is low for them. That's what everyone's kind of thinking, that these are low. Personally, for me, this is not low. Anything above 50K is gravy. If they can stay consistently 50K, that's great. Another side note: when you're playing Kings, you do have the option of winning this jackpot, which this past week did get up to 75,000 TRX. There were some big wins. You can come down here and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can see, this guy's gotten 3 of them. This is crazy. So yeah, 10K, 2K, 3,500. Somebody else got 72. I think this was here. It was 20K, and then there was a 46K. Big wins. I mean, you're talking about big payouts if you hit a 0. All you have to do is hit a 0 and you'll trigger a jackpot that pays out a reciprocal amount depending on whether you went gold, silver, bronze, or iron. So, let's take a look and see what the guys got going on. They've got 10 minutes, so this is one of those things I'm not going to have a 40-minute stream. I'm not going to wait for, these guys to expire and rolls to happen, but I do wish I could show you live what it looks like. So we're going to end the stream from there, but I'm going to get the recording up on YouTube, and Zero Attitude from Zero Latitude, Middle of the Earth podcast. Peace.